Good morning. This is Anthony Huang, the founder of Texans. And today we're in Austin CIO Panel Forum, and with me is the CIO for Austin Energy, Andreas Carvela.
How are you?
I'm doing great. We're very excited that you're here on the panel today, and we're talking about portfolio and project management. For those people that couldn't make it to today's event, what are some of the thoughts that you're going to be sharing?
I'm going to be sharing the journey of Austin Energy and how we have gone from having a corporate PMO to having a corporate PMO in a 6-year period of time, and the importance of that to sort of how OPEX and CAPEX dollars are thought of and invested in the company, and how we move our ratio from 90% of IT dollars being spent on keeping the lights on both OPEX and CAPEX to now being 50% keeping the lights on and 50% for innovation.
Excellent. On your bio, I read there's two projects that were really exciting to me. One was Green IT, and second was a smart grid. Can you talk a little about that?
Well, Austin has been on a green path for a long time. We are number one in conservation, number one seller of green energy in the nation of any electric utility in terms of absolute megawatts. And so we tend to eat our own dog food. So we have some pretty lofty goals about being carbon neutral by 2020, all our buildings being powered by green energy by 2012, achieving another 700 megawatts of savings by 2020. And so in terms of green IT, as it relates to the data center and desktops and the consumption of, paper and automation, we are pretty advanced in all our best practices and in our savings. So right now we are achieving roughly 40% savings in comparison to what we used to 4 years ago in terms of our energy consumption at the data center level. And then the smart grid is basically an automation of the grid all the way from the generation to the home on how every single asset that consumes energy on the grid should be acknowledged by the grid, understood by the grid, and managed by the grid. And so we are building that in Austin. We're managing today 200,000 devices real time, roughly 100 terabytes of data. And by the end of the year, we'll be managing 500,000 devices real time, and it will be the first smart grid ever built.
Andreas, you are one of the most innovative senior IT executives that I've met, and a lot of people in the audience in New York, for example, our New York chapter and Chicago chapter, they're definitely looking forward to hearing part of your soundbite just now, and I'm personally looking forward to your panel today. Thank you very much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.